Hello, folks. Welcome to the last episode of Self-Discovery Revelations this year. I am happy to connect with you once again and on the last day of the year. I hope you're doing well and I hope you've given yourself some time to reflect on your successes this year, your failures, what you've achieved for yourself, the things you are grateful for, and all the lessons that came with the year. More importantly, I hope that you have soaked in everything you are grateful for to energize you for the coming year. As you know, at this time of the year, I do the episode titled Visioneering. And so today, I want us to visioneer 2023. And the purpose of this is to give ourselves a sense of direction for the coming year and plan to achieve success in specific areas of our lives in the coming year. So, before we get started, I want you to get a writing pad or a notebook and a pen so we can get all our thoughts on paper. Having said that, I want you to understand that this particular episode is to help you have a mental picture of the better you that you want to become by the end of 2023. So I'm going to be asking you some specific questions and I want you to write down your responses, which is going to inform your goals and vision for the coming year. So having your writing pad or notebook and pen ready, I want you to think about the 10 things you enjoy doing the most. What 10 things in general do you enjoy doing the most? Think carefully about this and write it down. Next, what are the 3 things that you must do every day to feel fulfilled? What 3 things must you do every day to feel fulfilled? For example, in my case, I have to have my quiet time. I have to engage with you guys on Voice of Self-Discovery channel, and I have to speak to my loved ones, right? So this is just an example. What 3 things must you do every day to feel fulfilled? Next, what are your 6 most important values in life? Think about the principles, moral values that you consider most important that guide your judgment in every decision that you make. So some examples of values include excellence, honesty, integrity, loyalty, service, persistence, teamwork, and what have you. So what are your 6 most important values in life? Next, if you never have to work a day in your life, assuming you never have to work a day in your life, what would you spend your time doing? Think about it and write it down as well. Next, if your life were ending right now, what one thing will you regret not doing? Think about it and write it down. It can be more than one. Feel free. Write maximum 3 things you will regret not doing if your life were ending right now. Next, what weaknesses have you identified in yourself and what weaknesses have others identified in you this year? Think carefully about them and write it down. What you have identified in yourself should have come to you readily in your reflective time, and what others have identified as your weaknesses should have also popped up in conversations with other people or maybe in work settings during your appraisal meetings with your supervisor or boss. If you have a mentor, during your conversations with them should have come up. Weaknesses you have identified in yourself and weaknesses others have identified in you. Next, what strengths do you identify in yourself and what strengths do others see in you? Specifically, think about the strengths you discovered this year or the strengths you affirmed you had this year and strengths other people drew your attention to this year. You should have a long list of things with all these questions. Don't worry, you're heading somewhere. If the time given to reflect on them was short, you can replay this video again, but make sure you go through the process and try to reflect and answer those questions. Next, there are 7 aspects of your life that I want you to pay attention to and set one goal for the coming year. In no particular order, you're going to set a goal for your mental development, development, a goal for your health, your finances, your overall purpose, your relationships, your career, and lastly, your spiritual growth. So, bearing in mind your values, which you have already reflected on, the things you stated makes you feel fulfilled, the things you will regret not doing if your life was coming to an end, the strengths others have identified in you, the strengths you've identified in yourself, the weaknesses you've identified in yourself, the ones others have identified in you. Bearing your responses to all of these questions in mind, I want you to set one goal for each of the 7 aspects of your life. So first, your mental development, because as we think, we become. You cannot achieve goals beyond your level of mental development or capacity. So if you want to change your results, the first place to start from is to change your thinking. I want you to set one goal for your mental development for 2023. It could be as simple as writing down maybe some books that you want to have finished reading by the end of the year, provided you believe those books are going to shape your thinking and give you the mental fortitude to achieve the goals you want to achieve in the other areas of your life. For example, in my case, in 2023, I want to focus on developing my knowledge in finances, right? I want to be able to manage money better and be more efficient in my finances. So my mental development is going to focus on books that is going to help me develop just that. It can be anything from having a regular yoga routine or morning exercise if you feel like having a morning exercise stimulates you mentally to be more efficient in the day, to reading some specific books, to attending a particular professional development course or program, or committing to some form of study. Just think about it. Set one goal that you want to achieve with regards to your mental development. By the end of 2023, how mentally developed do you want to be compared to what you are right now? Write one goal around that. And then next, let's go to our health. It's important. I don't need to explain why you need to set a goal around your health. When it's lost, nothing else can be achieved. So we need to take care of our health to be able to achieve every other thing. Once you are suffering health-wise, wisdom cannot be revealed, your intelligence cannot be revealed, your talents will not be useful. So yes, what health goal do you want to achieve by the end of 2023? You can, if you have a particular health issue, you can set your health goal around that issue. Not necessarily putting yourself in the driving seat to heal yourself, but making some lifestyle choices or changes that is going to improve that particular health condition. Next, let's go to our finances. Money, as you know, gives us the ability to fully experience life. So write down one goal you want to achieve by the end of 2023 around your finances. It can be as simple as saving a certain fraction of your income every month to achieve a certain lump sum by the end of the year. In my case, I try to start with a lump sum and see how to work my way around that lump sum. So let's say, for instance, by the end of 2023, I want to have X amount of money in my account. Then I work out how I'm going to achieve that X amount of money. Is it 30% of my income that is going to help me achieve it, or what? So just think around those lines. What goal you want to achieve in the area of your finances by the end of the year. Fourth, let's set a goal around our purpose. Purpose, because our alignment with purpose is one thing that gives our lives meaning. And as much as I understand that discovering your purpose is a process, setting a goal that gets you more aligned with your purpose is key to fully achieving that purpose by the end of your life. So with regards to purpose, personally, I usually tie my spiritual growth goal to my purpose goal, because per my faith, I cannot disassociate my spiritual growth from my purpose. So per your current understanding of what your purpose is in life, set a goal around it. Per your current understanding of what your purpose is. You don't have to have it all figured out, but per your current understanding of what your purpose is. Set a goal that helps you to be more aligned with that purpose or to grow in the discovery of that purpose. Fifth, let's set a goal around our relationships. because the people we are surrounded with, or the people we surround ourselves with, influence our choice and outcome. So if you want to feel fulfilled and achieve success in all aspects of your life, it's important you pay attention to the people you are surrounding yourself with, or the people you intend to surround yourself with to be able to achieve that particular goal. Personally, my relationship goal usually centers around my family and loved ones. But last year I did something quite profound that I want to share with you, which helped me in my professional life as well. So I set a goal to read biographies of successful people in my field, and it helped me identify or understand their value systems, the choices they made, the mistakes they made. So you can set a goal around building a stronger social network for yourself, or being more connected with your family, with your friends, or you can specifically name people that you want to get close to in the year, whether in a professional sense or in a personal sense. People that you feel would add value to your life, that you feel connecting with would propel you forward better. Another thing I did in the context of relationships is that I identified people that I also wanted my life to feed back into. So yes, there are people that I look up to, there are people that I can benefit from, and I also identify people who can benefit from me. It's not really forcing yourself on other people to say, I have something to offer you, so come get it. But you can reflect on people who naturally reach out to you to ask questions, who look up to you, who feel you have something valuable to offer them. And then you can share your growth journey or your experiences, the things you are learning along the way with them, for them to also benefit. So by that, someone is lifting you up, and you're also looking back to lift other people to the stages that you have passed through. So you can think of a goal around your relationships within these contexts: your personal life, your professional life, and then how you probably want to give back to society or people around you. The sixth goal I want us to work on is on our career. So think about some significant or specific thing that you want to achieve in the context of your career, your profession, or your professional life. If you are not yet working, maybe you're a student, you can also write a goal to forecast what you want to achieve in your career, right? Or the steps you want to take now to put you in a better position to achieve success in your career in the future. Whatever your hand finds doing, it could be maybe a student, but you have a hobby, something that earns you a living. So I want you to set this goal around something that earns you a living, something that earns you income. It can be also you wanting to start a small business, or wanting to do something on a daily basis to earn you money. I want you to think about your career goal around these lines. If you are somebody in your early career or mid-career stages, you can also think about how to grow your influence and expertise in your career. Don't make it too broad, just something specific but deep that you want to achieve in the context of your career by the end of the year. Finally, our spiritual growth. Like I have said before in previous episodes, the highest revelation of my life is that I have accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and personal Savior, and the Bible, or the Word of God, is my life manual. So everything I share with you, though I may not quote scriptures to say this is where this idea or thought is coming from, that is the foundation of my value system. So I want you to set a goal around your spiritual growth, the very foundation of your existence, what you consider the core of your being. How do you want to connect with the source of your existence, the source of your energy, the source of your personal power in the coming year? How do you want to grow spiritually? In my case, it's as simple as, how can I get to know God better? How can I strengthen my relationship with God? And then you can set a goal around that as well. So I expect that if you have reflected on the questions I asked and gone through these stages step by step, you should have 7 goals written down by now. 1 goal for your mental development, 1 goal for your health, 1 goal for your finances, 1 goal around your purpose, 1 goal for your relationships, 1 for your career, and 1 for your spiritual growth, right? And these goals should be consistent with what makes you feel fulfilled, with what you will regret not doing if your life was coming to an end. It should reflect your values, it should affirm your strengths, and it should also help you in your areas of weaknesses. So at this point, I believe that you have reached some level of self-revelation. You are in some state of tranquility to write down at least a personal vision statement for yourself in the coming year. Don't worry about accuracy or the number of words when writing your personal vision statement. It should simply give you a sense of direction, and by reading it, it should make you feel at peace. It should inspire action and simplify your journey and pursuit in the coming year. If for nothing at all, I hope that you are entering the new year with more clarity, having gone through this. Every sense of confusion or misunderstanding about what to do and what not to do should have been cleared, having gone through or listened to this and gone through the various steps. So if you've gotten to the stage where you have written down a personal vision statement and 7 goals, or you may not have been able to come up with a personal vision statement yet, but you have written down 7 goals in those 7 aspects of your life, I want you to pick each goal and ask yourself if that particular goal will help you realize your vision. I just want you to find the bearing between each of your goals and your personal vision for the year. If you find that one goal is not leading to the vision, refine it and make sure your goal has meaning in relation to your vision. I hope that this makes you feel ready to start 2023. And don't forget that the biggest factor in achieving all our goals, dreams, aspirations, and desires is the God factor. So commit these goals, God, and I trust and pray that He will direct and order your steps to achieve all that He wills for you to achieve in the coming year. My name is Priscilla Apia, the voice of self-discovery. You can simply call me Priscilla. I want you to stick with me, and by God's grace, we're going to learn and discover better versions of ourselves in the coming year. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, click the notification bell if you haven't. Follow Voice of Self-Discovery on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and let's journey together towards continuous growth and fulfillment. You matter.